Alright, so up next we got the homie Flux. Now, this is a artist that I've known for a very, very long time. Very talented, multi-talented artist, producer, designer, engineer, you name it, they can do it. But it's been a while since we've heard from them here on the show. I forget the last time we've reacted to Flux here, so I'm definitely down. So, okay, so Flux submitted a track titled Hell. I put on notifications so I wouldn't miss it this week. Let's go. Love that, legend. Love that. Just put this one on SoundCloud. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I highly encourage you guys put notifications on so you don't miss the tweet. You always get a little reminder, you know what I'm saying? So, wow, no way, is that Minecraft? Wow. I haven't seen a Minecraft cover in so long. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. All right, let's get into it. Flux, Hell, let's go. Oh shit. Huh. Let your sample go crazy. Wow. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. But I agree, Kale. The sample does go crazy. That's not the first time I've heard that. That sample's actually used in one of my favorite songs. But that was great. We got some classic Flux on our hands. Definitely some classic Flux. So, we're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Hell. Um, so let's see here. Um, all right, let's talk instrumental. So usually we have tracks that are self-prod by Flux, but this is the first time. I wouldn't say the first time, but this is one of the more rare times, I should say, that Flux is hopping on somebody else's beat. Which I mean, I'm sure they do more often, but as far as like on the show, this is one of the more rare times. So instrumental mix. fantastic. Nothing clashing to overbearing at all. Drums are solid. Vocals sit nice. Everything cuts through nicely. Great sound selection. Structure's awesome. I mean, definitely nothing from my end that I thought was off like whatsoever, especially with the instrumental. Um, Fantastic, to be honest. Instrumental Shining Star, shit. Because everything is really fucking solid here. That's this is gonna be a hard pick. I mean, structure's great. You can literally see a great structure there. And again, sound selection solid, drums are solid, melody's really solid. Um, like Kale said in the chat again, the sample's fucking great. You know what I mean? So like, hmm. You know, I'm gonna have to go with structure just because it felt like a story. You know what I mean? It felt like a story. You knew when it was gonna drop. You knew when it was gonna come back in, and it has that like staple um hook verse hook structure. You know, so I really like it for that. It stayed traditional, but it's such high quality that just so recognizable. You know what I mean? So for me, got to be the structure for sure. But drums and sample are definitely a close second. But definitely structure. So instrumental solid. Let's talk vocals. Vocal mix, fantastic. I think Flux has came a long way with their vocals, right? This is an artist who has been making music for quite a while, right? So it's taken them some time, as it does everybody, to perfect like where you want your vocals if you do mix them yourself, right? So a lot of that takes time to learn and takes even longer to perfect. So when it comes to the vocal mix, definitely fantastic. Definitely fantastic. Again, it has this like dark feeling to it. It's a little bit muddy, but not too muddy. Like the processing is good. It's not like overly electronic or anything. I feel like Flux hit like a nice middle ground with these. Um, so vocal mix is solid here, definitely. Um, Vocal shining star. Hmm. Um, writing's up there. Writing's an automatic W just because it's honest, right? I think it's very, very honest writing. So I think that's something to like really take note of. Um, Flow and cadence and delivery though, for like such a stretched out kind of like somewhat of like a moody kind of track almost. I feel like the flow and cadence and the overall delivery of this and the performance of it was really solid. This would be a song that would go crazy live. You know what I mean? It would go crazy live for sure. Um, Yeah, flow and cadence and delivery. Definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But writing's a close second. So instrumental solid, definitely a structure, vocal solid, flow, cadence, delivery, talk theme, aesthetics. I love the choice of like the Minecraft foreground, man. Like it's so funny because it's like you can see fucking hell, right? But it's just this soul hell text in the middle with the crazy ass font. So it's not necessarily just like a blank Minecraft picture. That's one thing I like about this is that there's some effort into it, right? But it's very simple for like what it is, and I think it's great for like a single, and it's so high quality. I think this is a win. You know what I mean? This is totally a win for me. Perfect for a single, and I like the choice a lot. It's attractive, and very memorable. You know what I mean? Something to like remember there. You're like, oh yeah, that's that Minecraft cover. You know what I mean? Um, so aesthetics on point. Overall theme. I mean, as I said, it's a very emotional kind of moody track, right? I wouldn't say like ultimately super sad, but it's definitely one where a Flux was able to like get a bit of emotion out, right, and get the juices flowing when it comes down to like actually getting your feelings out. Like in properly like expressing yourself, whether that be frustration, anger, sadness, grief, depression. It could be anything, bro. Like, so it's one of those things where I think Flux does a really good job um putting that into words, but also performing it for almost anybody to relate to, right? Because like even if you're not going through X emotion at the time and you hear something like this, it's gonna remind you, right? And it's one of those like bittersweet moments where it's like, damn, that was fire, but also damn, now I'm sad. You know what I mean? So it's one of those great things that artists can do. You know what I mean? It's one of those fantastic things that artists have the ability to do. Is not only make people feel emotions, but they can properly output their emotions in their music, you know, in such like a healthy way, right? I mean, like I've said this time and time again here on the show, but making music and writing music is like therapy for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Because it's a very healthy way to express yourself. You know what I mean? And not like go off the deep end. You know, so that's what I really like about these kind of tracks. And you know, we've all made them at least once. You know what I mean? And it's one of the best ways to make music, right? Is from emotion. So I think Flux did a really, really good job with this, especially for a single, right? So well done. Huge shout out to Flux. Thank you so much for the submission, my friend. Much, much love. Make sure you go follow Flux on SoundCloud. We're going to go give him a follow. So now they're 3 followers away from 630. So go show them some love over there on the cloud. And of course, make sure you follow Flux on Twitter. They are approaching 2.5K on the Bird app. So go show them some love over there.